You know, as we celebrate our 200 years as a church, we look back a little bit at our history. And at the same time, we realize that we're making history with everything we do, with all of our lives in church and outside of church. As I just sat here and listened to these beautiful songs, I had the good fortune to be sitting next to our guest preacher, Reverend Yolanda Pupo-Ortiz, and our minister, and to hear this beautiful song sung in Spanish, even as I'm hearing it sung in English. And probably there was some Tagalog somewhere in the church. It's a wonderful thing. Looking back to our very first congregation, we know that we were also multicultural at that time. But actually, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't approaching perfect. But it was souls coming together to worship the Lord in one meeting house. And then, as our church went along, the reason it wasn't perfect is because they weren't sitting together. They were segregated. Some on one side, some on another side. Then as time went along and perhaps the economy improved a little bit and other churches could be built, other meeting houses, there was sort of a backward metamorphosis where this church became one culture and other churches were one culture. As we know, there are churches today like that. But the wonderful thing and the blessings we have is that this is continuing. We are getting closer to the butterfly stage. We have work to do, but we know we're getting closer. And our guest preacher today, and if it's okay, I'm going to call you Pastor Yolanda. Thank you. Has done this type of work, working with races, with justice, through religion, her entire long and distinguished ministry. She probably exemplifies the mustard seed that grows into a tree because she has reached out to so many and she has made so clear. I know these things, Pastor Yolanda, because I went online and I Googled you. And because she's thinking, she doesn't know me. But I kind of do know you because I read a lot of what you've written. And it's very inspiring. And so we are looking forward very much to this sermon that we're about to have. Pastor Yolanda is currently directs the Spanish Ministry in the Epworth United Methodist Church in Gaithersburg. And she does many other works toward the end of being truly multicultural. She wrote a wonderful article that I hope someday we can all read, with her permission perhaps, it can be reproduced. And it's called I Have a Dream. And it parallel and possibly integrates with Martin Luther King's speech of the same name. I said enough. I'd like to welcome, and all of us welcome, our guest preacher, Pastor Yolanda.